popping collide. Man, same old shit, same old shit. The sun is rotating. The let's just say the sun is spewing out plenty of energy. Shit is changing fast on the planet, and it ain't nothing that nobody can do about it. So the only thing that I can do is just try to, give as many reminders as I possibly can. And this is why I say that I'm not a teacher. So let me make this very clear. Woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you. This is why I say I'm not a teacher. The same organs that I have in my body is the same organs you have in your body. How am I teaching you about something that's in you that you already know about? I'm just a reminder of you. It just sounds good because of your lack of accountability with thyself. That's just all it is. And everybody has experienced that coming up in this world, because what makes you great, what makes us great, let me turn this down. What makes us great, this is why it's so important for us to raise our level of consciousness, our level of awareness in this realm. And the reward is so great at the end. And because we are born in hell. And what they mean by being born in hell is that, or born in sin. Remember, they said in the Bible that if you're not so-called married, you're born in sin. So children are born in sin because their mother and parents have lacked the accountability to self-knowledge, you understand, or knowledge of self. So therefore, how are they going to give you something that they lack within themselves? Because they became lazy due to the fact of slavery, using slavery as a crutch, using the fact that they have to work all day. You understand what I understand and overstand? But something that they capitulated to, they got to go to school. Now, the one thing that I am trying to get so-called black women to realize today is that if you think about what's going on in society today, if you really look at it, 100 years ago, 100 to 120 years ago, there was no what you would consider electronics, whereas though that you can call 911. There was none of that. If you look at how we were living, or have an understanding of how we were living before these people came into our lives, there was no murder, raping, and abusing of women and children. This is something that's just now taking place with a species on a planet that is foreign to the planet. This is what this is going on. So the one thing that I'm saying that is definitely the reason why I say women are going to have such a good hard time is because you're the only one. It's not a majority of males. It's majority of females are afraid for the police department to go bye-bye. Not because you love living in toxic, it's because you don't feel the brunt of the world the way that males do. You don't feel this world like we do. The world that we live on we live on the same plane of existence, but we see the world through two different eyes. We see it through two different eyes. And it has gotten so bad that you can't even put yourself in the shoes of a so-called black man no more today. This is how bad it has gotten between me, the S-U-N, and you, the mother of life, to the point that you have allowed other races of people to come into your life and influence you to distance yourself away from your creation and yourself, because the transgender thing is based on how you feel. That's not based on reality. That's based off of how you feel, and is thriving because of you, not because of us as men. So when we speak about accountability, my question is right now on the planet, who is accountable for the children that are suffering? More importantly, our children. Who's accountable for that? You can't hold another race responsible for the lack of knowledge and the psychological abuse to your children. That's your responsibility. You can't hold another race to that. And a lot of females don't want to hear what I'm saying, but this is reality. You can't hold another race. You can't blame the white woman, the Asian woman, the Arab woman for the way that your children are acting today if you telling your children it's okay to accept and be around and be taught by other races of people. You can't hold them accountable for that shit. That's what you call passing the buck. That's what you call making excuses. That's all what you're doing. You can't hold them accountable. So when it comes to the raising and teaching of children from 0 to 9, from the time the child is inside the womb to 9 years old, or even up to 12, the child gets all of its foundation, its tutelage from you. It don't get anything from barely. It takes anything from the father. And if it takes anything from the father, it's based on how you look and treat based on how you look and treat the father. How you look at the father, how you treat the father, the respect level that you have for the father. This is all based upon you. It's a fact. Whether you want to hear this or you don't want to hear this. Tupac hated his father for years because his mother told him that his father abandoned him and left him. Come to find out, that wasn't the case at all. Made songs about him and everything. No love for my father because the coward wasn't here. Y'all remember the song Dear Mama? And then to come to find out that was all a lie. You see what I'm saying? This is my thing. When it comes down, it ain't even my thing, to be honest with you. This is what the universe is looking at. This is where judgment is coming down on us at. Grown people don't make the sun rise and set. Children do. And we have to look ourselves in a mirror as individuals and collectively as a species to say, what have we done with children generation after generation after generation? Think back to when you were a child. This is why people get mad at me when I was having a discussion earlier, and and the thing that we was talking about is that Kala, you be talking about these powers and genetics. I'm always going to speak about genetics. Genetics in children are at the number one. That's the number one thing that we should be focused on. Genetics in children, because that's the number one thing. Anything natural in nature, that is what they're focused on. Genetics, my species, I deal with my species to make sure that my species is okay. In children, we will do anything to make sure that our children make it to the next day, even sacrificing ourselves. This is what nature does, no matter what. It's not like nature don't have a personality. Each grain of grass in the ground has its own frequency, aka personality. Every honeybee has its own personality, but they all have a unanimity agreement within their soul that their species, aka genetics, their star seeds, their children, offsprings, is the most important thing to them. Everything in nature. Everything in nature. So how was your powers moving cups and paper and blowing wind across the motherfucking floor has to do with anything when it comes to the salvation of children? How is it calling on your ancestors? Your ancestors is doing is giving you is powers. How is that saving our children from being miseducated, misguided, and misled? And falsely psychologically and medically evaluated in this system? How is that helping us when we can take one foot and put it in front of the other, and we can do that shit for ourselves right here without calling on anyone else other than each other? How is that helping? How is fucking moving a cup across the fucking room is stopping 5 million children from being indoctrinated? How is that possible? That don't make any sense. That's minuscule, primitive shit. That's what that is. And people get upset. These people are getting upset with me and feel some type of way because I'm telling the truth. This is about children. 8 million children go missing a year. Tell me how your powers is going to stop that. That's why everybody waiting to I want to get activated so I can stop bullets. Because all you want to do is be violent. But they not doing not one violent act in order for your child to be in school. They not performing one violent act to get you to bring your kid inside the hospital after they got Pop-Tarts, Cheetos, Doritos, all the blue, red, and purple juices all in their system that's throwing off their equilibrium, you understand, having them chemically imbalanced, and now the teacher is saying that they got ADHD and they need to be on drugs. They not doing none of that. That's psychological shit, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with no powers, bro. Nothing. How is that person, how is having powers to talk to a motherfucking telekinesis is stopping that psychological destruction to our species as a whole? Name me a octopus deep in the motherfucking ocean that's looking for another fish looking for another animal to teach their child. Name me a shark in the water that's allowing another species to teach their child. Even dolphins stick together in packs. You don't see dolphins with goldfish. They all surf and navigate the same water together, but they not learn from them. Learn from me. Teach my children. They not doing none of that. So that's why I don't get it. Like, I mean, I do get it. I understand why a lot of people want to distract my brothers and sisters with small, minuscule shit, because they inept to their surroundings and their awareness, and they can't accept their own genealogy. You see what I'm saying to you? Because a lot of people that's pushing this shit on you is not pure us. This is what you don't understand. A lot of these people that are pushing this shit on you is not purely us. So therefore they can have you distracted with all other aspects of life instead of the number one life, and that's creation, which is our children. Our children. It don't make a difference if that's not my child or not. Universally, biologically, you understand? We come from the same source. That's my motherfucking kid. What's wrong with you? That's a fact. So when we get that understanding in our hearts, then we will become a better species. But we're not getting this understanding. We're doing everything except focusing on our children. Meanwhile, right now, I have never seen the NFL. The NFL, because they know they done got all our brothers and sisters to take you know what, and that's in that athletic arena. They done got all of them to do this. I've never seen the NFL hold cardio CPR classes. They literally, you can pull it up. They are holding CPR classes out at these stadiums and these arenas, and even have a whole staff now for CPR on the sidelines. Why? Because of myocarditis. Because the jab is known to cause myocarditis, the weakening of the heart. Now, when have you known young people, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, 18, 23 years old, to have heart issues? Huh? Before 2 years ago, going back before the last 2 years, before the you know what was going around, when have you ever known young people to have heart issues? Stop it, man. Y'all really need to stop this. I mean, I'm being honest. So when I talk about accountability right here, is who need to take accountability and look in the mirror and say, yo, I'm leading my species down in a burning building. And I'm thinking it's a joke. That's something that we all need to look into the mirror and see. But we not. Because you know what we want to do? We want to say, oh, well, it's the man. The man is not in the household. Well, you put us out the household. Well, it's the man. If you was around, then you don't want me around, because if you, in order for me to be around, I have structure. And then you're not the only fucking Pepsi on a fucking market. So every now and then I might want to sip a Mountain Dew. And because if I want some Mountain Dew, or I want to look at an orange soda and not even drink the orange soda, I just want to look at the orange soda, it's a problem with me. You understand what I'm saying to you? So no, it's not. And then you want to develop the same characteristics that I have, but your biological composition says you can't do it. Just like when somebody said, so Kala, when I talked about the video regarding polygyny, I never said that it's a must that men must have multiple women. I've never said that. That's not what I said. Because it's not a need. Because most of us don't need multiple women. You feel what I'm saying to you? I never said that. But I will tell you this for a fact. I will say this to you for a fact, so that way you can hear this. If black men and just only black women were sleeping with their species, like elephants do, like lions do, like honeybees do, like ants do, the women outnumber us 12 to 1. 12 to 1. There is one thing about women that you will never change about you, that you have a natural proclivity to reproduce. You have a natural proclivity to reproduce, no matter if it's a life or for you to breathe life into a man's vision. You have a natural proclivity. And men has a natural proclivity to create things with his hands, to bring his visions to life. That's why we build things. That's why we build structures and cars and everything that you have, the street, the houses, everything that you have, we built that. So you can sit back and say, oh no, there were women out here that was Sullivan. There were women out here that, yes, there were. There were plenty of women out here that were virgins. But you created life through being a virgin too. You still spit it out life. This is what you don't understand. My sperm is in your bone marrow. So even you never had sexual intercourse, you actually still gave birth to a baby. And that's called parthenogenesis. And this is where you get the story of Asar, Aset, and Harut. See, everybody don't understand that you can be Asar, Aset, and Harut because it's in our genetics. Because that was a genetic thing. The reason why Asar was green, because he mastered who? What you wanted? All right, cool. Yeah, because he mastered biosynthesizing the sun. He literally ate from the sun. And it was talking about Aset because she wept. She cried. And because she wanted to give life. And more importantly, she wanted to give life, she wanted to carry his bloodline on. So she gave birth, parthenogenesis, what the so-called black woman can do. And what the black man can do. We can do those things. So when you hear other people talking about powers and other people talk about other races talk about, that's other shit, man. That's small. That's because they don't have no direct connection to the sun, the cosmos. They don't have that. They can only see as far as their genetics allow them to see, which isn't very far. That's the truth. So people get mad at me all you want. All you got to do is show me how is calling on the ancestors. Or first of all, let me explain something to you. Your ancestors was warriors. Stop believing that everybody was fucking enslaved and beat down and raped and abused. Let's just start with that. Your ancestors was warriors. And even in the time that we was getting our ass beat and they was killing us, we still was protecting our children. We wasn't handing our children over to them. You see what I'm saying to you? So just let that resonate with you for a minute. These Europeans, Asian man and white man had help as they was doing their shit on this planet. Believe me, they had help. When this entity realized it could not create a species that was physically capable of beating us, they had to get us in a mental state and use a physical weapon or a primitive physical weapon to keep us docile. This what you don't understand. And you can't tell me a joker that couldn't, you can't tell me somebody that couldn't make fire, that couldn't even keep his hygiene clean. Even to this day, you can pull up videos of them with lice all in their hair. You can pull up videos how foul and uncouth they are living. Even to this day, you can't tell me that something that was living like that can all of a sudden now build the ISS space station, take a rocket to the moon. You done lost your mind. You lost your mind. These jokers had help, and they still getting help, and the help is running out now, because see, the help is being exposed. So what's more important than genetics and our children? Ain't nothing more important than genetics and our children. I don't give a, ain't nothing more important than genetics and our children. Nothing. And I will look for somebody to tell me if there is something better. If somebody can tell me something that there is more important than genetics and the perseverance of our children, let me know. Because if you ask me what's the two things that this entity keep away from us on this planet, it's genetics and our children. They keep us disconnected from genetics and keep us separated from our children. Even though our children is growing up in our own, having them in our own so-called house, they keep us separated from our children. Look at the cartoons. Look at the TV shows. Look at us being at work all mother French toast day. Look at us. Look at that. Work all day long and got your kids exposed all day long to all kinds of low vibrational shit. Just look at that. And then you wonder why your kid grow up and your kid feels some type of way internally about the environment that you subjugated it to. You done bought your kid every sneaker. You done bought your kid every sneaker in a magazine. You done gave your kid all the PlayStation, television. The kid got flat screen TVs and everything. Kid on crack, alcohol, cigarettes, fucking turned the hell out. You wondering like, damn, I done gave you the best life. You didn't give them nothing. You don't want to hear that. And they turn against you. And you like, wait a minute, I gave you everything. Why would you turn against me? No, you didn't. They know that internally, but they can't express it. And then most of the traumas, and I'm going to say 99.9% of the traumas that a lot of us dealing with today, depression, anxiety, high levels of neuroticism, all of that shit that we're dealing with. Hold on for 1 second, people.
There are a lot of the trappings of the presidency, most notably the Secret Service, that he still maintains, but as a former president. But the reason that we are here is because he is not the president anymore, despite what he wants to believe. He likes people to call him Mr. President out of that. He's not. And it's so tender because he doesn't have
all the high levels of anxiety that we're dealing with today, neuroticism, not being sure about the people that we're making. A lot of the relationships that women pick today is because your mother abandoned you when you were younger. She didn't teach you womanhood. She didn't teach you how to self cleanse. She didn't teach you none of that shit. She didn't teach you nothing when it came down to womanhood. She didn't give you no nurturing skills or nothing because you didn't see no nurturing. How many women are married right now? Every woman that watching my video, how many women are married in your family? Can you name 3 women that's married in your family that got your blood? I'm just asking you right now. But look around, cousins, nieces, look at them. Can you name 3 of them that's married? No, but y'all quick to take advice from the, matter of fact, hold on, what video was that? Let me see this. Y'all quick to take advice from people that ain't never had a good relationship in their lives. They just know how to use trigger words to keep you subdued. That's all they know how to do is use trigger words. Oh, the reason why James wasn't no good was because of this. Hold on, here you go. This is what let me hear this thing.
Give me 3. Give me 3 wives. 3 wives. Give me 3 wives. If you can't name me 3 wives you know personally in your family that got your blood running through their veins, fuck you. Fuck off. Don't say shit else to me. Name 3. That's fair. I'm trying to think of three of my own. Name three wives. How the fuck do you know? We good? Case closed? You know three wives? Should have been talking shit. Shut the fuck up. Name three wives in your family right now. Give me three. Give me three wives. Name three wives. Give me three wives. If you can't name me three wives you know personally in your family that got your blood running through their veins, fuck you. Fuck off. Don't say shit else to me. Name three. That's fair. I'm trying to think of three of my own. Name three wives. How the fuck do you know? We good? Case closed? You know three wives? Should have been talking shit. Shut the fuck up. Name three wives in your family.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. But you can name three women that's fucking in your family, but you can't name three wives. Because men don't judge you off of how naked you showing your body. Let me make this very clear so women can know something. Niggas, let me explain something to you. You can wear what you want when it comes to collab. I'm all for it. Rock out. Do you. I'm not going to ever tell you what you can wear. I'm just going to peep you and just pay attention to you. But I want you to understand something. Men like their women to look elegant and attractive, but not. You're supposed to look like a present. A present is wrapped up. You can see the shape, some shape of the present, but sometimes you can't tell what it all is. That's why you got to shake the motherfucker. You got to be like, let me hear what this shit is. What is in here? What is in here? You see? That's how a woman should dress. Seriously, that's how a woman should dress. You can wear stuff that shows some courage. Men like that, real men like that. But when you get to the point where everything is being shown, and you talk about, well, I'm grown, I can wear shit like this, and just because I wear this doesn't mean that, nah. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that. You're not gonna get a real man with that. You'll get a fucking sex partner that you're gonna have for 2-3 years that's gonna treat your vagina like a rental car. That's what you're gonna do. And then after the rental car gotta be turned the fuck back in, or he actually have to get the rental car an oil change and put some brakes on the fucking rental car. Like, you actually have to commit and do other things, because now the rental car is saying, yo, bro, like, we not gonna do Netflix and smoking weed and you gonna come over here and smash all the time. Let's go out, let's go do something. See, now you gotta put brakes. Now you gotta put some maintenance on a rental car that you're smashing, that you're just driving from one fucking stop sign to the next at 80 miles an hour. Now he got it. Nah, I don't even want this rental car no more. I'm good. I'm gonna get to the next rental car. See? That's a fact. And we don't want to hear none of that shit right there. Oh, Kala, you're wrong. And then the ones that want to use this is the other shit that you use. Oh, well, I'm practicing celibacy now. After you done had sex many a times, I'm practicing celibacy. Men don't know how to love and don't know how to take care of women. Let me just say this here, and I'm just being real. In 2023, no lie, women have more bodies than men. Niggas out here are really fucking messing around with fucking rubber duckies. Seriously, women are having more bodies than men, straight up, because a lot of y'all start fucking at 14 years old, and even some of them younger than that. Let's just be real here. You can call it whatever you want. You can get mad at me all or whatever you want. But I people have talked to me one-on-one with stories. And the same stories are the constant ones that are repeating themselves. So then when you get on here and be like, oh, I'm practicing celibacy, or because men don't know how to do this, that, and the third. But then you take pictures with your ass, with the back of your ass showing it's flat. You go, why would you turn around and take pictures of your butt and show your butt if you're not looking for attention from men? But yet you don't want I don't choose men. Why are you taking pictures of showing certain parts of your body? If that's the case, you would take a picture like this. Hello. You would just show this. You wouldn't even be showing your body. But why do you have to take a picture of your body inside of and then talk about, oh, I'm not dealing with men, or I don't, or you know what, I know how to I don't pick and choose men because I know y'all ain't nothing. So why are you looking for attention from men then? Why are you looking for attention from men? Because you ain't getting attention from men, you're getting attention from boys. Call it what you want. You're getting attention from boys. You're not getting attention from men. Simple as that. And then what's happening is you want to use trigger words to try to make it seem like, see, I study psychology. I'm reading the books. I know what words y'all gonna use. I call you on the shit all the time. I'm not trying to hear it. First of all, I'm not see, a real man gonna tell you the truth that's not looking for anything from you other than for you to be a better woman. No different than a man will be talking to his daughter. I don't look from I'm looking to have a sexual relationship with my daughter? Fuck no. I'm telling my daughter the same way I talk on here right here is the same way I talk to my daughter. Let me explain something to you. My daughter, right, she works at a bank now. I seen her, she get dressed and shit going to work. I said, well, goddamn, girl. Grow the fuck up, ain't you? So yo, I gotta put her on here with me one day again. So look, now my daughter, now when she going to the bank, now I look at my daughter, I'm like, yo, well, goddamn, she got a little dress pants on and shit, her little shirt and shit. I said, oh, you looking like a grown motherfucking woman. Well, I be damn, you're still young because she got a baby face. You see what I'm saying? You're young, but you grown woman now, huh? So I said to her, I said, so. I said, little black and turtle and shit ain't trying to talk to you. Mr. James, Mr. James and Mr. Wilson is trying to talk to you now, huh? She talking about dad. Them old motherfuckers be saying they trying to look at me and try to talk about, she's my own girl, you looking good. Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. So I told her, I said, let me explain something to you. Let me tell you something. Most of them grown men are still like children. But I would tell you one thing. A grown man will do you better than a young man. And the reason why my daughter wouldn't deal with the older man at this particular time and moment, because she's spoiled. She's home with mom. All her money goes to her. So she can still indulge, you know what I'm saying, and laugh around with the little motherfuckers around her age. You see what I'm saying to you? But I told her, I said, yo, if you looking for to settle down and start a family, because she ain't looking to have no children and start no family right now. So, but I just said, when you are, the best thing for you is you would deal with a respectable older man, not someone that's 40 years older than you, not someone that's 1,000 years older than you, but someone that's older than you. And she was like, yeah, well, Dad, I ain't got time for that shit right now. And I understand that. And I understand that. But most females didn't have the connection that with a father like she had with me. You see what I'm saying to you? Most females didn't get affection. Me and my daughter will be sitting laying just like this on my chest while I'm watching a football game. Or would she be sitting there laying right next to me? You know what I'm saying? Me and my daughter used to be like that. My daughter would fall asleep on my back while I'm sitting there watching TV or high as a motherfucker or some shit like that. I always showed my daughter love and affection. So no man would be able to manipulate her to get into her ears. But however, most younger women did not have that. So therefore, it's easier for her. It's easy for her to fall to a guy or want to be with a guy that's 19, that's 20. That's when they say date someone around your age, 23, 24, 25. Do you not? And what happens is, only thing happens with that is an unwanted pregnancy and a fucked up relationship, and now the child is abandoned. That's what happens. It's a repeated cycle. It's a repeated cycle. I used to talk to this young girl. She was 22, and one day her mom met me, and her mom was like, she was like, why my daughter talking to you? You know what I'm saying? And this was years ago. She's like, why my daughter talking to you? My daughter should be talking to somebody her age. And because of the way her mom felt about that, it drew a wedge between me and her. And I'm like, you're not here to satisfy your mom. I said, look at your mom. She got 5 children. There is no man there. I said this to her. And you're one of the 5 daughters. And no man is there. She's just leading you down a road of the same outcome. Guess what happened? 2-3 years later, right? She called me on my phone. And even to this day, she still reach out to me. She got a baby by a young boy. Same age. Guess what happens? She lived with her mom with the baby. The young boy is wherever he's at. I said, well, what did I tell you? What the fuck you thought what the outcome was going to be? You thought it was going to be a you really thought it was going? She was like, She like, had I know then what she said, had I would have just not listened, but I would have had an open mind. And she watched my videos. So respect to her. That's why I never said her name. She watched my videos still to this day. Because it's the truth. See, young boys are reckless. OG ain't reckless because we want better for our species. I want better for me. So therefore, I'm going to want better for you. But if you want to go meet somebody based off of your family and what your family is saying, and a lot of you females take advice from women that literally are fucking sociopath. Literally. And I'm going to hit y'all with some shit real fast, and don't get mad at me, females. Please don't get mad at me. I'm going to say some real shit to you, and don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm not calling you gay. I'm just going to say some gay shit went down, okay? And I'm going to paint the scenario. A lot of you females that don't practice gay shit, but you may have got some gay shit done to you by your girlfriend, she been wanting to do that to you. So just let me make that clear. She been wanting to do that to you. See, she played on you the whole entire time. Y'all went out, got drunk, y'all partied together, y'all had fun together. She listened to you and your conversations went on between you and your dude. You understand? Or the niggas that you ran into. And one night she just started eating, she started licking all in your jaw. And then you was like, well, I'm not doing that to you. You were like, she like, girl, you ain't got to do it to me. I'm going to do it to you. So now you think you ain't gay. You're not. Even though you... But what you can't do is you can't get around a nigga and deny you ain't never been with a female before. See, because now you're lying. You see what I'm saying to you? So don't get mad at me. Just don't get mad at me for telling the truth. Don't get mad at me because a lot of females going to be like, oh my gosh, Kala, because they just brought back a lot of memory. Y'all don't know y'all getting preyed on by your own friends. You don't even see it. Ain't no man doing no shit like that. Ain't no man doing no shit like that. Y'all being preyed on. Don't get mad at me. A lot of the shit that pop off with y'all right now, younger females. Y'all can contest to this. Y'all ain't got to put no comment in there. It's cool. I'm with you with that. Listen, I know how it went down. Trust me. You didn't do her, but she had no problem doing you. And you didn't even ask her. This shit just happened. You was venting, she was venting. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all was popping bottles and shit. Y'all was doing y'all hookah and shit. Y'all was partying, twerking and shit. And next thing you know, she touched you in a way. And she was like, girl, what the fuck? And you was like, stop acting like that. I ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell nobody. Yeah, but I'm not in it. I'm not doing you though, girl. But you ain't gotta do me. Yeah. You ain't got, you know, you heard that before. You ain't gotta do me. You ain't gotta do me. What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Who raised you? Yeah. And then now you feeling awkward every time you come around her. But she like, hey girlfriend, you know, she done put a notch on her belt just like a nigga on you. Seriously. Oh, she all right. Damn. Kala, get off of here. Let me get the fuck up off of here. Seriously. She done put a notch on her belt just like a nigga did with you. You know what I'm saying? And then now all of a sudden now it's either one or two things when you around her now. Either you feel uncomfortable when you around her, or you like shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like what she did. You know what I mean? I might let her do it again. Yeah. That's it. It's either one or two things. It's either one or two things when you come around. So you can sit there and you can play the game like you don't know what I'm talking about, or you can sit there and act like it's some bullshit what I'm saying. I'm not here to pull nobody coattail, but I am also here to be a reminder and a truth that we got to look in the mirror at ourselves. A lot of the things that we bring on ourselves is because we have been abandoned as children. That's it, all it is. We have been abandoned as children. A lot of women look for sexual partners because you looking for love. You looking for the love and nurturing that your mom and dad didn't give you as a youth. But your mom and dad was the one. Your mom and dad was so immature that they couldn't see the damage that they was causing on to you. That's just all it is. They were so immature that they couldn't see the damage that was caused on to you. And a lot of females, let's just be real. You understand what I'm saying? If you was left at home with your mom, why didn't your mom say, you know what, I got girls now. You know what I'm saying? Let me focus on my girls. Let me make sure that they got the proper tutelage. Instead of saying, you know what, let me see if I can deal with another man. All right, girls, y'all make sure y'all keep the house clean. I'll call y'all, and I'll call y'all every 2 hours. I'm going out. Well, who you going out with, Mom? I'm going out with Mr. James. Mr. James is good. He good peoples. And then fucking 4 or 5 months down the line, your mom sitting in the house. She all depressed, full of anxiety. She fucking chain smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, talking to her girlfriend on the phone about how Mr. James ain't shit. See what I'm telling you? It's just a constant circle. It is what it is. And it's really sad and depression. It's really sad and fucked up. So when we keep talking about superpowers, the first superpower that you should develop in your motherfucking body is self-discipline. So if you can't develop superpowers, but you can talk telepathically to a motherfucker, you stupid as a motherfucker. Whoever you talking to, you need to stop talking to them because you talking to demons. Straight the fuck up. You can move a cup, but you can move a cup, but you can't move that motherfucking that pituitary gland to stop producing that dopamine for that motherfucking sexual energy hit. That don't make any sense to me. So stop it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say to me. That's just point blank and simple. So until we get that understanding with us when it comes to our children and genetics, and get mad at me all you want when it comes to genetics. Your psychological state is directly connected to your genealogy. A lot of us is confused and fucked up because we got confused and fucked up genes inside of our bodies. And people that want to keep on holding on to the notion that everybody on the planet got animal DNA. Man, get your nut ass out of here. Stop lying to your motherfucking self, man. And go read a biology book. That's what I got to tell you. Everybody on the planet don't have animal DNA. Because if that was the case, then we would produce animal fucking features. We would have stringy like animal hair. We would have follicles that match animals. Our physiology, the way we walk, the way our body smells, you understand, will come off as animal. It wouldn't come off as an angelic, benevolent star being that's walking in the fucking flesh. So understand and overstand that. We will be born with tails. Our bodies, we would have scoliosis of the spine. Our spines would be crooked. Our shit would be fucked up. So you don't find none of that shit with us. So just stop it. You don't see none of that shit with black people. I don't give a fuck how much hair we have on our body. Our hair is not still animal hair. Our hair have an electrical current that flows through it, that connects us to our environment and the entire cosmos. This is how we GPS across the fucking planet. This is how we did that. So I'm not trying to hear none of that. We don't have no, and we got antigens. And I done said this plenty of times. And apparently nobody's looking it up because they in their feelings. Because people get mad because I be talking about genetics all the time. And they be like, Kalal, all you talk about is genetics. You talk about children and you talk about genetics. That's all I'm always going to focus on that. Nothing is going to change that. Genetics. We're the #1 species on the planet. Nobody came before us. Nobody. Not even the extraterrestrials that created you people on the planet. Nobody. And all of you came from us, indirectly or directly. That's not hatred. That's not racism. But y'all wanna paint me out to be a racist dude because y'all can't comprehend or have the ability. Y'all don't have the ability to comprehend, and that your genealogy is some mixed shit. That God didn't put that shit together. Ain't no God. You technically is a God because if you look at God, the reverse letters of God is dog. That's why I don't call myself a God. I call myself the son of the multi-universe. You see? You never notice when people be calling themselves gods and shit all the fucking time, you ever notice shit start happening? I'm not a God. I'm a son of the universe. I'm S-U-N. I'm an angelic, benevolent being. I'm a star child. That's what I am. Walking in the fucking flesh. I'm not any of that other shit that they want to put down here. See, there was a nigga playing God on the planet. And when by him playing God, He wanted to be me. He wanted to be my mother. So what he did was he tried to destroy the sun, put the moon up there, and then and have my mother worship the moon. And that's what we're doing right now. All the moon is connected to our menstrual cycle. The moon was disappeared for the whole month of from the beginning of August. And some of y'all menstrual cycles are off. You don't even notice that, do y'all? Especially those that work out, eat healthy. Your period ain't coming on every fucking 28 days or every 30 days. Your shit be lagging sometimes. It be missing points. Why? Because you know you're not supposed to be connected to the moon. But y'all don't want to hear this shit. You think, oh, it's just late. You know what I mean? Oh, it's just switching cycles. No. If you so connected to the moon, then your shit should be on point with the moon. But you're connected to the sun. And everything about you says connected to the sun. Everything about you. So when we be dealing with we talk about accountability and talk about outright dealing with reality. The bottom line is that I hope that my brothers and sisters really look in the mirror. Hold on, let me show you something. It ain't like y'all can't do this shit yourselves. I do this shit all the time. See, I look at animal nature. I look at Animal Planet. I look at all that type of shit. And if you pull up Animal Planet and Animals in Nature, you will look at the female dominant. You will see how dominant and powerful she truly is. Dominant and powerful she truly is. Nothing on this planet supersedes children. Nothing but genetics. So we're going to be accountable for the fact that we have abandoned our children. We were abandoned, even as adults. Look in the mirror, adults. Why you think we have so much problems with connecting with one another? Just think about us as children. When you was a child, you could have played with anybody. Nigga, you played with invisible ghosts. You was cool with Casper the Friendly Ghost. You had an imaginary friend. Just think about that. You had an imaginary friend when you was little. You could have got along with any motherfucking body. Now all of a sudden you get a certain age and now you got to look out your eye. You looking cocky at motherfuckers. You looking differently at people. Why? You're not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to be like that. But we don't want to hear that. You actually knew how to develop relationships with one another when you were children. You actually went outside and played. You could be the newest kid on the block. You came outside within a week. You know half of the niggas' name in the neighborhood. Mom, can I go outside and play with John? Who the fuck is John? You just got here. How do you know John? That's my friend up the street. And who the hell you come on? I even said it to my son when they was young. I'm like, well, who the hell, bro? We just moved around here. How do you know these people? Kids make friends. Adults don't make friends. We make enemies because of what was done to us as children and what we allow to be indoctrinated in us as we growing up. And we don't want to hear that. We literally don't want to hear that. But our judgment, so-called black people, and I value you and I appreciate you. And we all are in this basket. Don't think Kalai is separating himself out of anything that I'm saying on these videos. Don't ever think that I'm separating myself from y'all. Because I'm in this shit with y'all. Shoulder to shoulder, heel to heel, and heartbeat to heartbeat. I just don't condone ignorance. That's all it is. But we as a species are going to walk through this darkness together in order to get through the light. We are. Because our children have been abandoned. Point blank and simple. And we ignore genetics. Like, hold on, let me show you this right here. Is she black? Is she black? That's all I want. Y'all seen that? Is she black? But you got motherfuckers who be like, oh, she black or she mixed. There is no such thing as mixed. You either one or the other. Just so that you know. You're either one or thy other. I keep trying to tell you, if you got to name 5 different continents to say where you from, nigga, that don't be where your forefathers and shit is from. You got issues. I don't get you could listen. When you look at me, hair follicles, eyebrows, eyes, lips. When you look at me, there is no question that you can sit there and say that nigga's black. That is how the universe is looking. That is how our brothers and sisters are looking. There will be no in-betweens. Just so that you know that. Point blank and simple. When you see a nigga that's... Hold on. What the fuck going on? Let me show you something. Black people. Images.
Black people images.
Hold on. Hold on.
When I'm going on the outside, it makes me feel like I have that inner glow.
Oh, and I gotta flip this shit
I
around.
can have a full conversation without having to say.
Oh, hold on. It's something that I want to show y'all. It's something else I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all. It's something else. They probably cut me off on this video too, because I want to show y'all some shit. I really want to show y'all some shit. Black World, I'm going to show you how much you paved the way for transgenders and how everybody want to be on the planet, want to look like you, even the gay
when I was shooting
motherfuckers.
with a photographer, I felt like they haven't had enough experience working with dark skin model. The way he edited was way lighter. That's not how I look like, and I don't want to confuse people.
Unfortunately, yes. As an actress, you pay a lot of money for head
Skin model, the way he edited.
Listen to this.
I was starting off modeling when I was shooting with a photographer. I felt like they haven't had enough experience working with dark skin model. The way he edited was way lighter. That's not how I look like, and I don't want to confuse people.
Unfortunately, yes. As an actress,
You see that? You see that? That's blackness. You can't confuse a black person with nobody else. You can't confuse us with nobody else. Hold on. When you look at me, you don't be like, oh, that nigga mixed. Yeah, that nigga mixed with Sun and Cosmos. You can't look at me and be like, oh, he's mixed. Yo, he's mixed with Sun and Cosmos. That's what he mixed with. And get mad all you want. 13-year countdown. And this is why what's the dude named Alex Jones is talking about they supposed to be doing another lockdown? Because you know why? The sun next year, 2024, the end of next year, October, November, you will be pulled in between 4 gas giants. But after this winter solstice this year, after this winter solstice this year, it's going to be pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. Hold on. It's another video I want to show. Images of mixed people. You see that right there? You see that right there? Nobody, you get mad at me all you want. You see that right there? Huh? You see that right there? You can't tell me that shit is right. It's not right. And it's a sad thing that goes on with the children. Because you know motherfuckers gonna have to pay for that. Just so that you know. It's a sad thing that went on with children. That's why I said when black people be like, Kala, show me your powers. What's your powers? Nigga, look in the mirror, baby. What's wrong with you? Look in the mirror. Just look in the mirror. That's why y'all want to distract us with everything else but genetics and our children. Look in the mirror. Just look in the mirror, baby. That's all. Just look in the mirror. See what I'm saying? And you can see my power. You will see my power. You will see them stem cells all in effect. Cause you're an asshole. Woo! You will see them stem cells in all effect, baby. Trust me when I tell you. You will see, but like, damn. You should be like, and because y'all so disrespectful, and y'all don't have because y'all so disrespectful, and y'all use cognitive dissonance to cover up the fact that you got here through raping or voluntarily mixed breeding. That's what's gonna make it worse. That's what's making it worse. Hold on, I think I got something else I want to show here. Is it another video? It's another video I wanted to play. Oh, and here we go. Let me get on my... Hold on. So-called black woman. Let me let y'all listen to this shit. Hold on. I'm tired of black women. Let me say this to you. This is happening more and more often. I'm tired of you fucking niggas that's making love to niggas. Just so I want y'all to know that. So I just want y'all to know I'm tired of that. I'm letting you know, but y'all can do you rock out all you want. But it's happening more and more often, and y'all don't say shit until it comes. This is what's happening in our communities now. Let me reverse this shit around.
Like, why is you doing this to me? Yesterday you was just saying that you wanted to be with me. No.
And this is the part that got me.
Like, why is you doing this to me? Yesterday you was just saying that you wanted to be with me. Now today I bring up I'm pregnant, you don't? That's what
cousins.
Okay,
we're cousins.
Okay, but it's your fault.
We're cousins.
It's your fault.
I'm having a baby with
It's your fault. You never told me who was related.
I'm not having...
You kept it from me.
We have a baby. I'm not having a baby with my cousin.
Bro, you are the reason why this happened. You nutted at me. You came to me. All you do is lie. And you never want to own up to the shit you do. Tell them how I caught you on the bed with a man 3 months ago. Like, why is you doing it?
Now, hold on. Now, hold on for 1 second. Now, I want to ask you a question. Who's responsible for that right there? Who's responsible for that right there? Now, she just got pregnant, so I guess she about 4 to 5 weeks pregnant, right? And she caught him in the bed 3 months ago with a man. 3 months ago, prior to her getting pregnant. Who's responsible for that there? Both of them are responsible. She's even more responsible than he is. And her parents are responsible for that shit there. See, I knew people would say him. I knew what people would say him. That's a dirty, dead ass nigga. I don't know no woman that I personally would be talking to that would deal with something like that. Just so that we know. However, how are you still having sex with somebody that you caught in the bed with a man 3 months ago? That's all I'm asking you. How are you still sleeping with somebody? Now, mind you, he didn't tell you that y'all were cousins, and he knew that you were cousins. That's demon. That's demon time. That nigga on demon time. But then 3 months ago, you caught him in the bed with a man and you're still sleeping with him? What the fuck is going on with you, baby? Are you really that lonely? You caught him in the bed with a man 3 months ago. What the fuck is going on? See, that's why I be talking about accountability. Female animals in nature protecting their young.
Female animals in nature protecting their young.
Expertises are very important. Just like in medicine, you look at a cardiologist operating on your shoulder. You don't